Touchdown, Miami!
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a very special Victory Tuesday after a Thursday game show of The Extra Yard. The Miami Dolphins look like a competent NFL team for the first time in, dare I say, well over a year by now. They beat
like
the
20
Ravens
years.
on Thursday, 22-10. It was a fantastic outing. We haven't spoken to you guys since. I'm sure you've looked at a lot of other YouTube videos, but I'm going to talk to the most negative Dolphins fan I know and ask him his thoughts on the game because he was there. And as far as I know, he was acting like a little fangirl. So, Juan, how was that?
I can neither confirm nor deny any of the events that in question. All I can say is that I didn't have my voice for about 2 days afterwards. So you could just, fill in the gaps. It was a great game, bro. It was great to see another quarterback really struggle and it not be named Tua. Them get the quote unquote Tua treatment. Jacoby got one drive in the second half and then his knee, and it looked like Flores told his ass to go sit down regardless. So it's like, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed seeing Tua come in and get the home crowd going and everybody energized. You saw Waddle make a 5-yard catch into a 7-yard first down. Like, you feel that energy, you feel that juice. I'm sorry.
Did you just say something good about it? I want to make sure
I'm gonna make the proclamation that I am coming around to Waddle. This week was the official.
No.
Official week
and now we're gonna air it out. And now we're gonna air it out here for everybody, right?
That's fine. This is the official week where I start to turn the quarter and say I appreciate his consistency, and if the development means he breaks one long run, that's a 120-yard game for him. Easy.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you this. Number one, Kai and I were at the game last Sunday, and you can ask Kai. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm coming around on what Juan is saying. Like, he needs to break a few more tackles. Okay, no cap. You can ask him. I said that word for word.
This is true.
Now,
this is true.
You started coming around on him after this Thursday game. But what's the first thing you said in our group chat after that win? What's the first thing you sent in our group chat? What'd you say?
I think I said Waddle sucks.
That's the first thing you said. You said PFF stats of wide receivers versus Marlon Humphrey. And you said, before Michael sends me Marlon Humphrey's top 10 tweet, which at the time I hadn't even seen. What the hell happened from Friday to today?
I wanted to just beat that, little.
You know what? I'll tell you exactly what happened, though. It was the fact that when we were sitting there and that happened, like that pass and that Waddle catch, I was like, oh, Mike's going to love that. And Juan said, nah, I'm going to jump in front of this and I'm going to send some shit to him.
Yeah. I didn't even say nothing.
You're actively in my mind. You live rent-free up there, buddy.
Bro, listen, this J. But you want to know what's crazy? Because, like I said, you can ask Juan. It's the same the other way around. Every time he doesn't break a tackle or drops a pass, I'm like, fucking Juan. All right, Royal, as the newest Dolphins fan who was on the verge of completely abandoning this team, you didn't say that to any of us, but I could tell. We could all tell, right? What is it in this past week that turned you around? Is it the fact that they got 2 wins together? Is it the fact that they beat a good opponent? Was it seeing Tua back out there on the field? What, if anything, makes you feel like, okay, I can come back a little bit more for this?
I didn't turn around, Michael. I abandoned this team. I was watching the Heat game while y'all were beating the Baltimore Ravens. I was not.
At least he's honest, man.
I watched, I had my eye on both games, but to be honest with you, I have no idea how in the fuck the Dolphins beat the Ravens, bro. And I'm happy that they did, to be honest with you. I'm glad that to see some light back into your eyes, Michael, because you were –
Dude.
This is my turn to talk.
No, I know, but you understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there was some dark times this way too.
Right. Okay. The Heat lose. Listen, for those of you that don't know, the Heat
19-15.
3 games out west. Okay, they lose to the Nuggets and Jokic's dumbass. Then they lose to the Lakers and the Clippers on back-to-back nights. Royal was livid to the point where anything I said, the dude was like, Michael, you're stupid. Shut up. You're wrong. Okay. Like I got in a mood, but I yelled at Flores and Chris Greer and other people. You were like, you know what, Michael? I hate you. Right? It's like it flipped. I was happy on the Dolphins Friday win. Juan came at me with some water stuff. You came at me with some other stuff, and I muted all of you.
I saw that.
You know who was? I was loyal to the not shit on Michael Christian parade.
My goodness, y'all were going ham.
I will.
Like, geez.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I will say.
You had me in tizzy.
It's only because we care. If I didn't care, I wouldn't even bother, bro.
They were making me angry, bro.
This is the moment that Tua started throwing, and the crowd in this moment. Shot on my iPhone 13 Pro Max. The crowd in this moment, right, was electric. When I tell you that when Jacoby went down, me and Juan, I feel bad repeating it, but it's just true. Jacoby went down and me and Juan started celebrating. The stadium started celebrating. Everybody was happy. It wasn't like there were Ravens fans cheering for Tua as he got onto the field. And it was a half. You can't see it on this picture, like unless you can see all the purple, but it was a Ravens game.
Yeah.
Like it was a Ravens game. And then once Tua got in, they were quiet. There were people singing, hey, 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 goodbye consistently after that Tua touchdown as Ravens fans walked out. Like that was something different, bro.
So I was actually watching the game during that transition. Like they actually, like you could hear Jacoby scream like on the TV when he went down. So it was like I was scared for a moment about like what had potentially happened to his knee. But he was up ready to go back into the game. Flores told him to sit his motherfucking ass down. And
I think he really did say that.
That's what I
really did.
I was trying to teeter whether or not I was gonna say it, but that looked like what he was saying to me. Sit your
really
motherfucking ass down.
I was like, whoa.
But yeah, like the electricity that you're talking about with Tua came into that game. Like, look, even though I was watching the game on my phone, I felt that coming through my phone. Like that stadium turned up when Tua was going to get into that game. And I knew after a couple passes, everybody was like, what's wrong with the finger now? But like it is what it is.
Look, I'll be honest though, like Tua battled through his finger. Like there were some obvious passes that were a little off, that were listen, that Waddle pass was, a moon ball. Like he threw it up there and Waddle went up there and got it for him, but he battled through it and he got the results that were needed, bro.
Mike, did you see on the broadcast when like he went to the bench and he was like hiding his hand?
Yeah, so because what happened at one point was he went for a pass and a Ravens defensive lineman, or I think it was a linebacker, had just come up, and on his follow through, he smashed his left hand into that defensive player. So that was that one drive, and you could tell it stung him. He had to shake it off a little bit. He was shaking when he went to the sideline. I thought at that point that Jacoby would come back in because I thought, okay, he might have just made it worse. He can't go back out there. I did want to ask you guys specifically, like you went ahead of things. You went to 2 games in 5 days. We were at the Texans game. Then we were at the Ravens game.
Lavish.
Okay. So first and foremost, if
going
you
to a Heat game tomorrow, you know what I'm
if
saying?
you don't have tickets to every Dolphins game the rest of the season, the next time they lose, we're all yelling at you because it's your fault.
I just want to go on public record.
Right, you bear across right now.
Yeah, this is your job.
I just want to go on public record right now and say that currently the Miami Dolphins organization is offering my place of employment tickets to cheap tickets to both the Panthers game and the Jets game here at home. So if you see my ass at the Panthers game, I'm going to be at the Jets game.
We're going to need the good luck against Cam.
You need to go.
Apparently, it's
I'm just saying they're offering $30 a ticket.
Club
seat
to
be there.
Now, you got to sit in club seats, Kyle.
Oh no, that's Michael. Michael's a lavish.
I got blessed with Michael's rich ass that he found some nice club seats. I tried finding club seats. I'm like, my dad's a Jets fan. My stepmom's a Jets fan. I'm going to take them to a game. That'll be the Christmas thing. Bring my girlfriend around. I was like, let me look at some club seats. And it's like, you want to pay $500? I was like, that's cool. I paid fucking $100 for that. Well,
we didn't pay that amount because the Dolphins were in the pits of Tartarus at the time. Now, but
they're still, bro. They're charging like $200 to go watch the Giants, but they're charging $40 to watch the Panthers.
in all seriousness, Kai, you were at both games. The energy that you're talking about, and we can talk about this.
It's indescribable. Like
When
no
left,
bullshit. It's
right.
just
When we left the Texans game, mind you, the Dolphins win 17-6 against the Texans. I'm gonna be completely honest. I wasn't happy. I still wasn't happy.
our significant others were asking us why we were so mad.
Yes. Both my wife and his girlfriend kept asking us, why are you guys in a mood? The Dolphins won. But it genuinely felt like the win against the Texans meant nothing because the Texans are atrocious and it was with Jacoby at quarterback. And it felt like we were going to do that again on Thursday.
You were going to do it again.
The defense was playing phenomenal and it was a better team, so that meant more to me. But it really wasn't until Tua came in that it really felt like, okay, this game means something again.
You're going to lose that
matters.
Game. You're going to lose that game if they didn't put Tua in the game.
It really felt
100%.
You were going
100%.
to lose that game if they didn't put Tua in there, and I 100% believe that.
I think going out of half, Flores kind of. I think he was just gonna pull him no matter what after one drive or two drives. That it was an injury that did it for him, cool. But I think that it was already like predestined to happen.
Ayo, also injury. I don't know, that ball to Jalen Waddle injury. What?
That ball to Jalen Waddle was it looked a little bit slower, but honestly, it felt like that's what he was going to get on it anyways. Like it felt like that's how it had to be, because the last time he tried to beam a ball in above coverage underneath another one was in the Jaguars game where he threw it right at the defender.
I feel like that ball gets intercepted in a lot of other situations.
Which one?
I feel like if Jacoby Brissett throws that ball to Waddle, it's an interception.
Oh, but for sure, Jacoby Brissett throws that ball to the water.
Anyone
an interception. So it's like that's not a bar.
It's just the way he throws the ball. Again, that man just doesn't release the ball.
It's I'll say what it is. It's like the guy processes like literally. I tweeted like a Mac 94, bro. Like the dude does not have any like computing power. He doesn't see guys.
Don't even give him a Mac
lanes.
94. Give him Internet Explorer.
It's like an Intel i3 processor, dog.
Whatever the hell that is, bro. I don't know what.
You remember Netscape, Michael?
Bro, there was a play. Oh God, there was a play where literally I saw Waddle wide open 2 seconds into the play, screaming, and nothing. He just never saw it.
We again at the Texans game, we had the pleasure of sitting on the far side for a lot of the Dolphins drives, and the amount of times that you saw a receiver open downfield, and Jacoby is looking nowhere close to what it is, bro.
Juan got up, I think, in 2 straight plays. One, Waddle was wide open. The other one, Mike Gesicki, was wide open, and he was screaming about it. He stood up and was legitimately screaming about him being open, and instantly pull out his phone, goes on Twitter. What the fuck? Like, it was.
And I don't know about you guys. This is the first time I would honestly say since maybe, I don't even know, maybe week.
Bro, this is our Super Bowl, man. Fuck everyone.
No, but hold on. I think this is generally the first time since week 2 that I was like standing up, excited watching a game.
So I
think maybe week 2 in the first drive.
Actually,
oh, do it.
Is it ready
yet? Or do I need to?
Yes, it is. No, it's ready.
This is the greatest day of 2021. Juan, how do you feel?
I feel like Tua, bro. He just went out there and let his nuts hang and said, Brian Flores, fuck you.
Let's go.
Juan, I need to know something. Were you spending plenty of money up until the start of the fourth quarter?
No.
On any sort of beverages?
Oh, no. There was other stuff going on, but there was none of that stuff. It was just it was literally just the energy of Tua, and just I don't even know really if that was me. There was like some like weird
some twin.
I don't know if you saw like some editing. I don't know. It was really.
I'm just shocked you're a Dolphins fan because I didn't think it was true.
You see him with the Tua
once again.
right
I still don't know if that was me.
He's rocking. Like in all seriousness, that like I had my girlfriend, my dad, like everyone trying to ask me like how is the game? How's this? And the legit response, and I told Royal before we all got on, like there's just nothing that can describe like that, how that felt. Literally. It's just like that was kind of the change of as soon as he got into the game, it was like Tua saying, he got into the game, crowds on their feet, every single play, defensively, offensively. Like it just brought something
Everybody
completely
moved up.
different.
Literally,
Yeah, it did not matter
he
what
got-
was going
He had
on.
2 drives where they were like moving it, but he was obviously trying to fight through the finger. Then he had that one where they did that flea flicker where Myles Gaskin was like literally right next to him and he threw it back to him. The very next play after that was like a screen and then the moon ball. I'm gonna keep calling it a moon ball.
As you should.
And then after that it was just smooth sailing. Like the defense on the very next possession got, I think, the fumble returned by Xavier, and then after that it was just continued momentum where we just took over.
And I think I have to ask this, and I'm going to direct this one to Royal, being I want to say the least biased person towards Tua out of all of us, right? Because we know Juan hates him. Myself and Kai are much more positive pro Tua. I say you're going to be the least biased out of all of us. Do you think this starts to change not only the national views on Tua, but do you think this changes the way Brian Flores sees him specifically? Because this is the first time I can think of in a very long time where Flores decides to step in and say, no, I want Tua out there specifically ever since when they picked him to play against the Rams in his first game. Like, this is the first time it really felt like that. Do you think Tua changes either of those?
No, I don't. The short answer is no. I don't think he changed the perception of anybody. I think Brian Flores kind of he was reading the stadium. I don't want to say read the room, like he was reading the stadium. If he would have pulled Tua out of that game after that first drive, there would have been a riot. Like legitimately, and like if you get the fans excited to see their starting quarterback and then he goes out there or he doesn't go out there, then you run the risk of the whole stadium turning on you in that game, and that's not something that the Dolphins could have afforded in a situation like that. I think Tua is going to have to force the narrative to be changed on him. Mm-hmm. And I think people who watched the game saw it. Like he made a clear case for him being the quarterback over Jacoby Brissett in the second half of that football game.
I think Jacoby made a pretty good case too for Tua being the quarterback over Jacoby Brissett.
They both did their jobs
to see them both playing in the same game, like that's not something that we really got an opportunity to do. But we saw them both play the same game and saw how the offense changed with one over the other. Like at this point now, you can no longer make any argument that you can't dispute that Jacoby should be in the game over Tua. It's up to Tua for the rest of this season to convince Brian Flores.
And what's crazy about that, because you're 100% right, it's like 60% Tua is like better than 100% Jacoby.
Yeah.
Like it's to that level where you would rather see a hobbled Tua out there than a fully healthy Jacoby, because it's like the rest of the guys just don't have any faith in him, bro. Like it's literally that. You see it where guys miss a block or whatever it is, they feel like Jacoby probably most times is not gonna make a play. But with Tua in there, guys feel some type of hope of like, okay, we can make a play here, we can move down the field, we can score, we can get points, we can get the defense rolling. And you felt that throughout the whole team, special teams included. Yeah. Hell, look, freaking this guy, Justin, whatever his name is. What's the kicker's name?
From the Ravens, Justin Tucker.
No, the punter.
Justin Tucker. When does he miss kicks?
The Ravens kicker?
Yeah, when does he miss kicks? Missed the kick. Bro, it was crazy. It was literally crazy.
I think him coming back into this game and it being a win, no part of me thinks that we won that game because of Tua specifically.
No,
I'm still gonna say I understand some of those drives that Jacoby may not have worked out, but the defense is 90% of why we won that game.
I think we're doing a disservice to the defense by not talking about.
And I will
100% agree. And I harped about it all night. But I gotta let me dig at that real quick, because I don't know how I feel about that.
Here comes Juan the fan. This is gonna be
I don't know how to feel about that. I really don't.
I get what you're saying. Like Jacoby doesn't do the drives, but it took a long time.
Jacoby fail with the team. The defense, for all they could do, couldn't do much more than they could. Yeah, that's like
common knowledge.
But I knew that the moment Javon tweeted something about anime, and I'm like, all in, Minka, get the hell out of here.
He was
it's over.
Did you see the Spider-Man trailer, Michael?
Not yet. Shut up.
Oh, shh. Oh wait, we're not friends on stream. I'm sorry, we can't be.
Those are losers.
Whatever.
We're losers,
bro. Did you see that? bro.
It's hype. It's
Hurry up
insane,
and
man.
finish this show so Michael can watch
He
this.
says with a bunch of anime Funkos next to him. Listen,
But
you know
no,
what?
but check it.
no,
Look,
hold on.
if
Kendall, you're in timeout. Because I said so. I put him in timeout.
How can I untime out Kendall?
yeah,
Exactly, you
Kendall
can't.
don't deserve that.
I can do whatever I want.
Untime out Kendall.
You can't. Okay. Here's something that I think we do need to talk about. I was gonna transition. I had a plan, right? I was gonna talk about Tua, whether he changed Flores' mind. Our thoughts on Flores. Let's give the defense all the flowers, right?
Okay.
So I had a whole thing ready to go.
You got a thing
Okay?
here. I like that. I like that.
So Flores specifically, I have been anti-Flores for a very long time now, and I'm going to say it. I have not changed my mind. Now, hold on. Whoa, Welch, don't say that. Don't let them know. Look, here's the thing. I think Brian Flores did a fantastic job.
I agree with Welch for the first time ever.
Kendall, just hop on stream if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
Look, I think Flores did a fantastic job with the defense in this game. I think the game plan was phenomenal. I think a lot of it was the fact that they exposed Lamar Jackson in a way that some had done before, but the Dolphins just did it so consistently, and the Ravens did nothing to counter it. I am still not ready to say after this one performance, I'm fully back on board with Flores. I'm not. This has taken 10 weeks to see a dominant defense against a good opponent, right? And that, to me, feels like something they should have done earlier on. But, Royal, I'm going to throw it to you because you are the most pro Flores on this show.
Yes,
so why should I change my mind?
About Brian Flores?
Yes.
I think the moment that he told Jacoby to sit his ass down, like that was kind of Flores.
That was that should have been a first sign that something's going on.
Like that's a watershed moment for me. Like it's kind of like, look, bro, and he was serious about this. Like, bro, you're not getting this game. Go sit down, bro. This
literally, dog. Literally.
One, it was because I know like it was kind of him looking after Jacoby's health. But in a sense, it was kind of like, look, bro, I'm not going to continue to hold this man back. It's not going to be because of me that he's not out there getting a chance to prove himself. And that, to me, is a sign of somebody who's acknowledging his flaws in terms of how he's managed his quarterback over this entire thing. And like, if he can do that, then that means that he's starting to see where some of his flaws are and give him an offseason. Now, maybe, okay, I have a
they legit spammed Engage all night long.
Hey, listen, you know what?
3D clouds, Engage.
Fuck it, it worked. It literally worked, and until they stop it.
And let's be honest. Jalen Phillips earned a little bit of that money that night too. Like Jalen Phillips,
that boy looks like a beast, bro. There was like a 3rd and 6, I think, where he literally was on the opposite hash and sprinted.
He ran down
Lamar Jackson, bro. That was insane to see live, bro. That was just, he's a special athlete and he puts in the effort, bro. And that you hardly see that combination.
Yeah, but just kind of like wrap this thing up on Flores, it's just kind of like I saw a moment where it kind of looked like he was acknowledging some of the mistakes that he's made all season. And sometimes that's what you need from a coach, is somebody who's willing to grow. And when he showed me that, like I was never really all the way on board with Fire Flores. Like I understood, because he has been completely terrible with managing the team. But I think
tattoo that shit.
But yeah, like I mean, just I like that moment from Flores, and for me, that was enough to kind of like give him some time to see if he figures this thing out the rest of the season.
Okay. I will like
I had to read that a couple times.
Alfredo says it's obvious that Tua and Flores don't mix, probably because Tua is not a film room / practice guy, but he has to learn that Tua is a gamer. You throw him in and he will perform. This is true. I understand it, Juan. You brought this up multiple times. Tua in the second and third quarter, it's not the same. But if you ask me specifically, you're like, would you rather have a quarterback that has good second and third quarters but can't perform in the clutch, or a quarterback that is going to perform in the clutch? I want that clutch time quarterback.
Yep.
Oh Lord, what did we do?
Yeah.
Wait, back in timeout. Okay, so no, I'm just kidding.
Right.
No, I was saying, I can do it.
Taking over, bro. Tell him.
Like, here's okay. I want to wrap up though the Flores talk, because here's the way I see it. I'm not an immediate flip the switch and I'm completely back, right? So, for example, that has nothing to do with his coaching status. I'm sorry.
Sure, it doesn't.
It does not.
Sure, it does not, Michael.
You know that isn't my issue.
Yeah.
Here's my thing, right? To make the example as to where I stand, because most people that watch this are Heat fans.
Please.
Duncan Robinson has been abysmal for most of the season. I wasn't worried over the first 5 games. Then it became more than the first 5 games, and I got worried. He's bounced back a bit the last 2, but I'm still worried because it's a small sample size, right? So I'm not ready to say he's back. My thing with Flores is I'm happy to see him admit some of his mistakes to start making these changes. But we have never, and I genuinely believe this, we have never seen him choose to go to Tua at any other point other than when he switched from Fitzpatrick to Tua last season for the first time. Every other time it was like, well, I got to keep playing Tua, I guess. This is the first time he actively chose him. So I'm glad to see it, but I need to see more of it before the season ends to feel like I'm ready to stick with Flores long term.
That's fair. That's fair. But I feel like we do have to give him the credit for that, because that to me was a sign of growth.
For sure.
That's a sign that, you know, he kind of has like everything Royal said. Just it showed that he's kind of seeing his mistakes and trying to correct them in some form of action. And by all means, hey, look, if Tua is gonna go out there and perform like that, you can't really keep him off the field.
Sure. And I will throw it to you, Kendall. What are your thoughts on this whole Flores situation? Because like I said, I've been anti-Flores. I just didn't think he was a guy. I didn't like the way he was running things. This was a great game, but it didn't turn around for me. So where did you stand coming into that game, and have you changed it because of it?
Oh, coming in, for obvious reasons, I wasn't going to be out here saying fire flow. So I was rocking until the wheels fell. You know what I'm saying? I just can't be that way.
But the wheels were falling off. You can say that.
Oh, yeah, the wheels were definitely.
A loss versus Texas would have been like breaking the wheels.
I was there. Trust me, bro. If they would have lost that game, it would have been a problem. But I mean, right now, like, I hate to say it, like, but as a Dolphins fan, like, we tend to have like this optimism, like, for like just we lie to ourselves. But one thing that we can't lie about, like, is that Flores' teams tend to pick up like later in the season. So that's where I'm at right now. Like, he has a chance. I think he has a chance to, like.
What you saying? We winning out? What you saying?
Oh no, we definitely going into New Orleans 7-7. Like that.
Oh my God, bro! Why do y'all do this to yourself?
Hold on a second. I will say this: at this point,
pot.
If Brian Flores wants a chance to save his job, you gotta be 7-7 going into that Saints game. I'm sorry. There's nothing on the schedule that we should lose to after this Ravens performance.
Y'all are the Dolphins.
Let me see.
There's not a thing.
No, that's true, but that's what I'm saying. I'm just going off of what happened the last 2 years based off his team. Things stay consistent with his teams. Can't stop the run. Struggle early on.
Yep.
Back and forth between the quarterbacks. Middle of the season, they have a turnaround game and they hit a stride. That's just how it's gone so far.
That just depressed me. I'm not trying to do that for another year.
Oh no, me neither. But I ain't saying fire.
Right. Okay. So if we're not trying to do that for another year, and that's the way he's always done it. You guys see right? But nobody wants to fire him. But like, we don't want to do it again.
I don't think he would do that with a top 5 QB though.
Right. Let's fire the guy because he had a terrible 2020 draft. But we're all sitting here hyping up.
No. Time out. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody was real quick, but the 21 draft was great.
Actually, I want to bring up the subject. Do you guys think Greer's 2021 draft, which is looking like a banger, makes up for the 2020 draft?
No.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up! I will fucking laser you with alien fucking eyes and explode your fucking head. Shut the fuck. Try to write a rap. Okay, then.
Well, all right then.
Obviously, Kai feels a certain type of way about that statement.
Yeah, no.
I say no, not only because
first round pick for Austin Jackson.
Not only because Austin Jackson was probably one of the worst tackles I've ever seen drafted by anyone ever. You took Noah.
Liam might be worse.
I don't know about Liam, but there's some contention.
One. Listen, y'all know I've been on the Dolphins offensive line and I've been pro Liam for a long time.
You were pro Liam before he went out there, and I told you what.
Right, because Jesse Davis. I already
listen. Jesse Davis is ass. All right,
yeah,
we give Royal a pass for this.
But Liam Eichenberg, What is he playing? He's playing
Left tackle.
left tackle right now.
Yeah.
That ain't it.
Boy,
They need to correct that
ain't
quickly.
all.
That ain't it. They need to correct that quickly. Like
Put his ass at right tackle, baby.
But what? Okay, so then what happened? Let's talk about Liam for a second, then, even though we'll never get onto the defense.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. What happened then? Because week 1, Liam Eichenberg played left tackle, and he looked like the only competent outside lineman we had.
Well, Austin.
Then
was
he
on
comes back and
COVID.
plays left tackle again, and then it's atrocious. Is it just that people watch the film and they've just been destroying him ever since? Was that first game a fluke?
Teams adjust, obviously,
It's always
like
a
you're
fluke.
saying. But I think we kind of should have took Liam at face value when he said he feels more comfortable at the right side. Like he was kind of candid about that, and we kind of all brushed it like, oh, no, he's trying to stick up for his teammate in Austin and Jackson or whatever. But I mean, shit, he might be fucking right though, like for real.
Like I think he should.
I'll tell you exactly why. I have a great reasoning. Are you ready? So, for 3 years, all Dolphins fans said was tank for Tua. He'll save everything. It's the greatest thing in the world. Justin Herbert's trash. You know why 2020 sucked? Because the curse of the Miami Dolphins said, all right, we're going to give you Tua. And then Justin Herbert's going to be the best quarterback that year in the rookie season. And your entire fucking draft besides Tua is going to suck here from the football gods. That's why.
I wouldn't even say the entire thing sucked because Raekwon is still pretty
No,
good.
I know.
It was that
hasn't
first
taken
round.
That next step, though.
Look, the 2020 draft sucks because, Austin Jackson is terrible. But also, look, I understand that they felt like they had their own way of doing things. But the longer we go with Noah Igbenogany over Jonathan Taylor, I just...
Speaking of Jonathan Taylor.
Don't bring up your fantasy team.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's talk about the Dolphins defense.
Yeah, I do want to talk about.
I was going to send an apology to Kendall because I was supposed to invite him to the show. We had already agreed on this last week, and I kind of forgot about it. So
damn. Time out. I just wanted to thank you, bro, because if I had done something like that, I know exactly what you would have said about me.
Right.
So I appreciate.
I mean, I'm black, so
I wasn't gonna try to say it for him, but like.
Yeah, that boy.
Yeah, my dog multicultural.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
listen, bro, what can I say, man?
Let's start with Kendall though.
Got culture in my veins like The Rock.
And
Kendall,
I grew up in
the
Broward,
defense has looked good the past 3 weeks. We can confidently say the last 3 weeks because they played the Bills. The second half wasn't great.
3.5 quarters, I guess you could say.
Right, but they played great against the Texans. Even though Tyrod Taylor literally handed them interceptions. I don't know what that guy was doing. And they looked amazing against the Ravens, other than one drive where the referees gave them 70% of their yards. What do you think has been the difference in the defense?
They just got back to doing what they were. Yeah, what did you just say? What's been the difference in the defense?
What's been the difference? Because the beginning of the season was terrible.
Do we hear the same thing? I heard what's been the defense in the defense.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I said difference. My bad.
No, you good. I just think they went back to doing what they were known for doing, like what they were doing last year, just sending the dogs at them. I mean, it just seems like a conversation must have happened where it was like, Flo, your job's on the line. Then he's like, all right, let me just fall back and do what made me successful. And
why
that
could
shit
he
worked.
ever have gone away from that?
That I don't know. Like the same thing.
He tried to let Josh Boyer call the games, and this was like the first game that he officially.
But didn't Josh say that he was still calling games?
Josh
not after this game.
Brian
said
said
about the Texans
Brian
game.
is saying that Josh is calling him.
Yeah, this game Brian for sure called the police on defense.
He's lying. I don't know if y'all understand that. Like, I'll say it.
I mean, the man had the play sheet over
the man.
The mic. Like, why are you covering the mic if you're not calling plays, bro? Like,
Kendall, were you at Thursday's game or were you?
Nah, I was on vacation, so I didn't go to Thursdays.
But you watched it, right?
Yeah. I watched it from the hotel room, turned up.
Were you sitting down watching it, or were you standing up? Because I was standing up the whole second half.
The whole second half, I stood up because I was just waiting to either crumble or just do what I did when Xavier got that strip and returned it to the house, and that was like run around doing.
Bro.
Royal knows. Royal knows because he's seen it. We're doing what all Dolphins fans do, right? Like we're up Who knows how much? And our immediate thought is turnover, they score a touchdown, we come back, we score, and then they kick a field goal to win the game at the end. That's how it always goes.
It is wild watching games with Dolphins fans, bro. Y'all boys can be up 20 points and be
Comes a moment. Yeah.
The PTSD is
now
legit.
watch, we finna lose. I'm like, how y'all finna lose?
Right.
And then
But let us
lose.
win the game, and at the end, we're the best team in the NFL. Royal, you want to give the defense all the praise in the world, as I think they deserve.
Yes.
What do you think is the number one player that has contributed to the difference from how not terrible but not good they were to start out the season?
That's a good one. Which player? I'm gonna go with Jerome Baker, who has been an absolute. He's been an absolute monster in these past couple of games. You know what I mean? Like he's done the job that they asked him to come in there, be the speed guy. Like we need you to play sideline to sideline, and he's been able to do that. Like I wanted to go with a whole group, which is that secondary group, and particularly Javon Holland, because that boy has been so good. But yeah, like
how you gonna just use two names?
He's a beast, bro.
My bad,
Javon is a fucking beast.
My bad. I just had to throw that in there because that boy deserves some love.
Was a beast,
but Jerome Baker,
he's so fucking good, man.
But yeah, Jerome Baker is gonna be the one. It's cool. Jerome Baker gonna be the one for me because I think that's a position of weakness for the Dolphins in terms of having linebackers that have that kind of speed. And he know he the only one, so he went out there and played like he the only one. You know what I mean? And that kind of helped with them containing Lamar in that game against Baltimore too.
Absolutely. Kai, same question. And I'm gonna let everybody, including myself, go before Juan, so he has to really dig deep.
Ooh, I already got one.
I like this.
And I'll tell.
No, you can't say it.
Nah,
no,
wait. I don't know if we have the same one, so don't say
just pick anybody.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with Brandon Jones.
Okay. I knew it. I knew it.
You know
also,
why
let's
too?
Just say Javon is
and
on the
Juan,
table.
Wait, Juan and Mike as my witness and even Royal, because I've said this all year that Brandon Jones wasn't getting some of the credit that he deserves to get, and that they need to continue to blitz him. He's gonna be a vital part of the defense. They started using him, and they were like, "Oh shit, that's right, he can do this! Wow, that's crazy. Let's do that again." Like, oh wow, it worked again. Like I liked Brandon Jones all of last year. I still really like him. I think having him and Javon for a future, even if Brandon Jones doesn't turn out to be as good as we all believe Javon is going to be, I just think having a guy like Brandon Jones, I think it's going to be amazing for the defense going forward.
I think the two of them are very complementary safeties, which is what's going to work out really well for them. Kendall, number one player you think that's contributed to this turnaround, or some other player that you really want to talk about and highlight?
I like this.
I would say Raekwon Davis.
Okay.
I can't explain it to you, but the rushing yards just have gone down. Ever since he came back, the rushing yards have gone down. So
I can't explain it. Proceeds to explain.
Listen, bro, I can't tell you why, but shit, there's a reason.
Them yards go to fuck down when Raekwon show up, and that boy's on the field. I mean, he's definitely the run defense. I've been surprised with. I mean, and I'm gonna give him the credit because when his ass was out, bro, like it was gashes every Sunday, overseas, in America.
It didn't matter. They'll get y'all ass around the globe.
I think for me, before Juan can go, I'll go ahead and take Javon Holland. I already know who you're gonna say now that I've said Javon Holland.
Who am I gonna say?
You're gonna say Jalen Phillips.
No, I wasn't actually.
Okay, well, we'll save it for a second. Look, Javon Holland. I can't remember the last time I saw a defensive rookie make so many impact plays for the Dolphins. Right, like Minka did really well.
Period.
But Javon's hits look different. Like Minka never hit that hard, right? He can't hit that hard. It looks incredible. The way he's getting after the ball now, right? Because he's getting his hands on the football, getting some pass breaks up. He had that interception against the Texans. Why putting a full screen? I just think Javon Holland needs to enter the Defensive Rookie of the Year conversation because what he's done.
You know he won't.
I understand he won't, and that's
a couple more weeks, like Thursday. I think he starts to definitely creep into it.
I just think, look, I haven't seen a Dolphins safety really lay the hit stick on another player in a very long time, like since Rashad Jones, and even he didn't do it too late in his career. So I don't know. I think Javon can be that guy. Give him one more season. I really think next season he will be already a top safety in the league. Like talking in every facet of being a safety, I can see him being a top 15 safety next year. because he looks like that guy already.
Yeah, I think the fact that
I think he's already won. He's already a top.
Nah, I don't know already.
Yeah, he is.
The coverage still. The coverage
He is a man. Listen,
the
all
fact that
those
he can has that boom stick is what makes up. Like
Right.
he has things that can make up for his
He got
lapses
range.
in coverage. Yeah, he has a bunch of range.
That range is crazy.
But it's kind of like he's going to grow in terms of his coverages. Like he's going to grow. Right
he's
now,
gonna fuck up. He's gonna make a couple mistakes for sure.
Yeah.
But the good's gonna outweigh the bad.
Sorry, and this is I was gonna bring up.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is a good comparison, except the one advantage here is Javon is tall and has range, like has better range than Turan because Turan's just like
to who?
5'4".
To who? To who?
Turan, man.
Tyron. It's Tyrone.
Well, it's not spelled like this. Stupid. Do you think this is spelled correctly?
Tyron.
No,
it's Tyrone.
That's not how it's spelled.
Because you just took the easy way around and called him
Matthew.
the honey badger, bro.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, you also.
It doesn't
could've just
matter.
done
He went to
that.
LSU. He's a bitch. All right, Juan, go ahead.
Patrick Peterson went to LSU.
So I'm not gonna lie.
I have a master's from LSU, bro. Relax.
Whoa!
You got a master's from like.
We'll discuss that comment after the
University.
stream, bro.
No, I think Alfred
Go
was
Knowles.
actually sniffing the right way. I do think it was somewhere around Emmanuel Agba, but I think Emmanuel Agba needed somebody next to him to kind of start bringing in the pressure too. Yo, that Minka play got his ankles, bro. I thoroughly.
Not Minka Fitzpatrick looking like shit.
Oh yeah, no. Let's just. It was
first team All Pro.
Was
yeah.
Forgot. My guy fell off the same cliff that a certain quarterback in Los Angeles fell off of. Okay, go ahead, Juan.
Okay, we're not gonna get into that. I'm gonna just move past that as much as I want to fight it. But I'm gonna say for Thursday it was Andrew Van Ginkel, bro. Andrew Van Ginkel finally got a chance to actually play on the defense and rush the fucking passer. I think he had like 2 or 3 batted balls. He had a sack. Like the guy was everywhere all night. And to me, it was just getting somebody else opposite of Agba going, whether that be Jalen Phillips or AVG on any given play or any given game. It's just starting to get that production going. Because even that play with like Lamar, bro, they've dropped Butler and him in coverage. So it's like sometimes they still don't really know how they're using him.
Are we okay, ladies? What's happening?
First of all, bitch. Me and Cal worry about something over here.
When me and Royal send each other messages in the middle of the shows, it's just perfect. Like it's, and this is in our group chat, but
it's like for everybody to see. You can see what's going on, which is why I don't know why we asked this question, Michael.
Wait, I wanted to also bring up this comment as well. That man puts on the fucking boom. He might suck in pass coverage
when he can get there.
Listen, he might suck at pass coverage, but he was making play after play that game. That's all I got. Like that Baltimore game.
That's like saying
straight up, bro.
You're saying he sucks in pass coverage, like we don't live in 2021 in a pass happy.
And everyone passes, and he was so good in run coverage. Our run defense is still ass.
But look at what the San Francisco 49ers did to the Rams yesterday.
Zach, we do have to talk. Zach,
shout out Debo.
Yeah, I'm about to say people putting out like these are honorable mentions. Zach Sealer, Christian Wilkins, like these are. He gave us one player to choose, so we.
Yeah, but no, I don't want to take
Zach
anything
Sealer
from
is
those
a dog,
guys, though, because Sealer and Wilkins they've been consistently good all year. It was more so what made the difference, and to me, it was Javon Holland because you put him back there full time. You stopped fucking around with McCourty because he's hurt and doing all the other bullshit you were doing. You just left him back there, and
once again, it takes players to get hurt for this team to use their right players.
So let's say this. Let's be completely honest about it. This Dolphins team from Thursday is not a Dolphins team that we've seen at all this year. We haven't. Not that kind of complete performance from start to finish.
Maybe not offensively. I think defensively we've seen this team before.
Yeah. I've been kind of harping on that. That defense has shown that
the Texans game
at different
and the
periods
first half
of the
twice
entire
against the Bills
season. Nah, bro. They held Buffalo to 14.5 with Tua and Jacoby. That first game. Like the defense has always shown flashes.
They showed up to 2 separate first halves.
Yeah, it's just that once you get to a point where like Jacoby's not doing shit or Tua's not doing shit, and it's just like the defense wears out, bro. Like you can't expect 4 quarters of that.
Sure, but this wasn't the defense that played against the Jags or the Falcons or the Colts.
Well, I think versus the Jags, I think
True.
both Xavier and Byron were hurt. If I'm
You're still playing the Jags, though.
That's fair. They're the NFL
They
players.
also beat the Buffalo Bills, so
versus Noah, which is a borderline XFL player at this point.
What are we doing here?
oh, oops. Just wanted to bring this up because we were talking about Zach Sealer. Look who the Miami Dolphins got. Who the former team of Zach Sealer was the Baltimore Ravens, and now he's a Miami Dolphin on a fantastic contract that is probably highway fucking robbery.
Well, my guy lives in a. Doesn't he live in
I
a
was about
mobile
to
home?
say, no wonder he live in that RV.
I think he. But he said it, he lives in it by choice.
Highway robbery. Like this is.
Yeah, but he could afford a home.
That's the thing. Listen.
Oh no, he bought
I know
one.
that
For that second contract.
I know that we get super upset with Chris Greer, and I know earlier, like I even had made a comment, but like, there's a couple things that Chris Greer has done, especially recently, that is kind of insane to think about. Like getting Zach Sealer on that deal for what he brings to the team is a ridiculous contract. Like that's just the truth. And I know Juan's gonna piggyback on this with me. The fact that he got any sort of pick for Jakeem Grant is an insane deal.
You know
in
what
my
else is
opinion.
insane that Chris Greer's done? Not
Look,
extend.
I understand.
Nakaseki.
I understand.
I want
That's
to
gonna come
piggyback so bad,
but
because
literally
it's Jakeem fucking
think about
Grant,
no, but for real,
But it's like I
made
think I'm there mentally.
I made the graphic.
like-
I made the graphic. I still think that Chris Greer should no longer be employed by the Miami Dolphins. However, I still think that there needs to be some level of like looking at that and saying, all right, for what he's done bad, yes, bye, gone, whatever. That shit, like he has made some great moves. He's done a lot of crappy things, but he has made some great moves. I still don't think he should be employed by the team any longer, but I do feel like you have to give him some shit, you know?
This is facts. The guy, how much?
I
what did he
agree.
make, like 1.7 million per catch.
But look at this, bro. Everyone was trying to get, like, everyone wanted to get Will Fuller after the season he had before he got suspended. We're talking about revisionist history right now. We're not talking about in the moment. In the moment, and I guarantee you, and you know, Twitter added a search function now when you're just on an account. I guarantee you I can look at yours and Juan's account, and both of you will have in the moment, because we're not doing revisionist history, in the moment, that Will Fuller contract, a year for $10 million, get another weapon for Tua was a great idea.
Bro, you don't have to go back that far. The moment he made all those trades for the draft, all of us were sitting here like, look at Chris Greer being great. But he's
I'm
not.
just saying, I don't like living in revisionist history.
I do not accept.
I don't like living in revisionist history. And that comment is revisionist history. Like, that's trying to say what we know now. Well, you don't know shit when you make stuff like that happen.
I mean, if you gave him 10 milliseconds, that's great.
I mean, but he did give him 10 M's, though. That's not revisionist. That's actual.
I'm saying the way that everyone's saying about it. Like, yes, he got injured. But, like, dude, there were so many teams that were looking to get Will Fuller.
I think no matter what, we can say.
Before I get attacked in the comments about you guys again, I don't think that Chris Greer should be employed by the Dolphins anymore. However, I do think that we do have to give him credit for his things that he's done great, as well as the things that he's done wrong. Like the following comment of saying, getting a pick for Jakeem, amazing. Then giving one for Greg Little, who hasn't seen the field, also bad.
Just got
sure,
put on
they can
IR.
Offset. Perfectly fine with that.
That's
but
fair.
Like, it's crazy to think about. Like, he legitimately got a pick for Jakeem Grant. Like,
I think everybody.
That's mind blowing.
Jakeem Grant is Jakeem Grant. He has value. Greer needs to be gone, according to all of us. That is what it is. I want us to answer two questions, and I want everybody to go through and say it before we get out of here. Okay. For you to be happy with Flores staying on another year, because all of us can admit that we are different on whether or not we want him to stay, but we can all admit there are things that need to change with him, right? For him to stay another year, what is it that you need to see him change that makes you happy to see him coming in for another season? And I'll start with you, Juan.
I don't think it's anything I need to see from Flores. I think Flores is who he is, and it's about working around that and kind of like using his strengths and trying to play against his weaknesses, right? I think the one thing that could change and would change completely for his trajectory as far as a coach is in whatever form of fashion, whether that's Tua developing or going out and getting a top 10, top 5 quarterback. You get him one of those that he's literally just hands off on the offense because he knows he has that faith and trust to go and hand him the guy the ball. I think he starts to be a little less hands-on and starts to kind of grow as a coach, and you're gonna see him kind of start to pull off some wins. But it's literally all dependent on how Tua plays for the rest of the year. If he doesn't, step up and they don't see potentially a development or anything there, I feel like they will pivot and they try to go and get that top 10 quarterback. And this is probably a different conversation in like 12 months.
Okay. Kendall?
Cut the ageism out. Stop.
Facts.
Get that shit out of here, especially starting with the offensive line. Get some veterans on there that know what they're doing and know how to communicate when they run in stunts on the fucking D line. And our guys running into each other, tripping over each other, guys just watching two people go by. They got to stop that ageism shit, man. It's something that it's hindered the team terribly. Like, just get some veterans in there and get some veteran presence. So you could take less things off of your plate, I guess, and give more responsibility to the player.
Yeah, it's a really good answer. Royal?
Flores doesn't need to show me anything else, and I'll be happy with him returning as the Miami Dolphins head coach. You're not going to get me to fire another black man. Michael, you just will not do it, bro. I refuse. Listen,
I just want us to be clear, though. If the complexion was different, I guarantee you would have fired him by now.
That's not the point here, though.
Nah, but
he would have fired. He would have fired Adam Gase like 2 weeks into it.
Yeah, for sure.
But the fact is, it's not Adam Gase we're talking about. We're talking about this black man,
for it too.
And I'm not gonna fire him. There's nothing that you can make me say that. Look, he doesn't need to change anything. He's already shown me that he is a capable NFL head coach. I think with some more consistency, your organization is toxic.
A couple things, yeah.
It's like if your organization structures itself in a better manner in which that they can find him a GM who he more closely aligns with, or if they can find him players who more closely align what he's trying to do, if they can have some kind of stability, not flirting with other quarterbacks all the time or whatever, give him a solid set of circumstances. And I think that man can thrive in that situation. So I don't need to see nothing else. You don't need to
see anything different.
No.
Okay.
He's already
one. I hope so.
I hope
literally
so.
Royal.
I hope so.
Literally Royal.
That's the one,
right,
bro.
Kai, how about you?
I have a way to demonstrate how I feel because, as always, I always have ways to demonstrate in which I feel about things. It's uno, dos, tres, cuatro, and the name of Kendall. That's my answer.
That's what you need to see. That would make you feel confident bringing it back.
I swear to God, if we lose to the Jets once, the Panthers or the Giants, I'm leaving him on the fucking Tamarack. He is not coming back.
Tamarack.
What the fuck it's called, bro? I don't know what the fucking. I'm leaving his ass. He's not getting on a fucking plane, bro.
Muted, Juan.
No, I was saying that they play in Miami Gardens. They don't play in Tamarack.
Yeah, wait, Tamarack.
They're going to fucking New York, bro. If they lose Sunday,
why can't I think of the name of it now? What planes take off on?
A tarmac.
Tarmac. There you go.
There
Sorry, fuck, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't think of it.
Whatever, bro. Leave him on the tarmac, bro. I'm not doing that. Fuck that.
All right. For me, what I want to see different next year if Flores does come back.
Undefeated. Win the Super Bowl.
No.
My bad. Michael, go ahead.
No, I'm going to be
need
legit.
that.
You need to figure out a way to hire an offensive coordinator that doesn't suck. It's been 3 years now. I'm sorry. They've all been terrible. And
Go get Bill O'Brien.
And no one here can tell me, oh, it was forced upon him. If he is enough of a cuck coach to get an offensive coordinator forced upon him, he is not the guy I want. I think he picked the guys he wanted, and it hasn't worked out. He needs to fix that. You got a good offensive coordinator that you don't have to be a part of it. You can just step off and say, that's your thing. We're good. I don't have to be involved. I will be happy then, because that will be him telling me, I don't know what to do on the offensive side. I'm going to trust this guy to do it. That's what I want to see.
I ain't going to lie, Michael. I don't know what cuck means, and it's kind of making me feel some type of way, bro. I don't want to call you. I don't want to call you what I would customarily call you in these situations. But I need you to clarify for me.
I need at least one other person on the show who definitely knows the definition to understand that has nothing to do with anything else.
I seen the Cuck Mountain thing, Michael Christian. I'm just trying to say, like, What you got going on over here now?
I refuse to comment.
I know you know what it is.
No, it's just
If there
basically
was
someone that
ever
has
a
like no
time
power.
It is-
to just cut
The
a show.
actual definition I won't go into, but basically they have no power to make any changes and they just sit and let everything happen.
Okay, this perspective shit.
Wong Dong Tigers. Meow.
Listen, Alfredo, if you want to tell him in the comments, you be my guest. I will not read it out loud.
A
But you
cuck
can-
is a person who is very okay with letting another person have sexual relations with their person and like knowing about it
and
and
watching it.
yeah.
So
Oh, y'all nasty. That's what people do out here.
that's what
That is the definition.
Our
Oh, no, Roy, you is
Caucasian
not.
brothers, yeah.
Oh no, Roy is not on said mountain. I tell you what, you come in here.
I hope
and try to
Roy's
do
not
the-
on
Bro,
that
wait,
mountain.
I got,
Mambo
listen,
with
time
my
out.
wife.
I got
Hi,
one more
Gary.
question to
Didn't
go, and we definitely got demonetized by now. I should have used a different word.
I don't
For
think
sure.
I mean, it is what it is. All right, no, that's not. Are we? What are you doing?
Nothing.
You're hosting.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
something,
You're
and
still
they're gonna
saying
do it.
No.
Like you're
I'm
gonna do
not.
it for sure.
Swear to God. Swear to
Okay.
God.
You're definitely gonna do it anyways. Kendall. I knew it. That's why I paused. Are we still? You good?
I'm great.
I'm
looking at Kai.
fantastic.
Oh,
Living
you
life,
can't talk to
dog.
me?
Kendall, are you coming back the week of the Saints game? Would you come to our pregame show that Monday night? Because it's Monday night football game.
For sure,
I'm
bro.
gonna be in New Orleans, bro. Fuck that.
Facts.
I mean,
Unless I'm in New Orleans.
spend that money. So
I'ma be
I
in
want
New Orleans.
everybody on here to say what our record will be over the next 4 games. Hang their hat on it, and we will all, this exact group will be back going into the Saints game with whatever our record prediction is. Okay? Tie yourself to it. Juan, I want no asterisk bullcrap like Alana does. I want straight facts on what you think it's going to
Yo,
be.
he straight up just called out Alana Tahauer for what?
Yo,
dog?
she
While
just
calling
asked us
me
on
out all
everything.
in the
I
same
support it. I
in the
support
same
it.
clip. Like,
Listen.
what did I do?
No, time out.
Honestly,
They both
Royal
know.
316
She
shirts are a
puts
good
asterisks
idea.
on everything. You ask her what's the record going to be. It's going to be great if they stay healthy and if things go well. And then if it doesn't go well, then she's like, but they
But
weren't
of
healthy and
course,
things didn't
yeah,
go
he
well.
was
But are
out.
you saying that I do
Yeah.
that? Or
Yeah.
are you just saying that because
You
I said
both
1
are
and
into that
4 and I was
astrology-
right
you're
about
both
1 and
into
4?
that astrology bull crap. Like it's
All
weird.
right,
Y'all
we
are
got haters. It's all
One
right.
way
llama.
too similar. Way too similar.
What?
So Juan, I'm gonna
One
make you go last.
Walana Cardauer.
Juanlana Cardona. That's what we're going with. Cardona.
Cardona.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Kai, you're going to go first on this one. What is going to be the Dolphins' record over the next 4 games? And for those of you that don't know, Kai put it up, but they play at New York this Sunday, then against Carolina.
Do we
and
have
the
to say
Giants.
who they're gonna lose against?
Yeah, I want specific.
Yo, honestly,
I
let's
want-
just do a rest of the
Oh,
season prediction
me.
right
No.
now.
I want the next 4 games. Just the next 4 games. Let's because this
Fine,
team is.
jeez, I'm just
really
trying to
up
have a
and
little
down.
bit of fun.
Yeah, no, I don't want to listen to you. Okay, next 4 games. Kai, what's the record?
We have Michael Christian. Now you're asking who the fuck is Michael Christian?
That's a good question. That's a great question. Royal, we'll start with you.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Crying, bro.
Hey,
Fucking crying.
Next 4 games.
all right.
Yeah,
This is the next 4. You know, I brought it up on the screen just for people to see. You know
and
what
I'm
saying?
you know what? I'm gonna write it down for all of you.
Oh, here we go.
Look at Michael taking notes.
Listen, anyway,
He's
since
on the
he
screen.
said
He's
me
writing
first,
pen to paper like he's not on a computer.
7 and
Fucking
7,
nerd.
I like writing shit like this
7
down by
and
hand.
7. Miami Dolphins will be 7 and 7 going into Monday night.
Ahuana?
Okay,
Dolphins
you say
7
4
and
straight
7.
W's.
Yep. If
Wouldn't
they
it
lose
be
to the Jets,
6?
even if they
Yeah,
lose
I
to the
was about to
Jets
say, that's
even
6, bro.
once, bro.
That's 6 straight wins. Like,
Well,
Lucky
sorry, I
they
meant over the
did.
next 4 straight. Okay, so Kai says 7 and 7 going into Monday Night Football against the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans.
Dolphins
Royal?
finishing 10-7.
The Dolphins are going to lose 2 of these games.
Whoa!
You're
Okay,
a-
give me the
you're a
order.
cuck.
Let's go through the order. Dolphins play at the Jets this Sunday in New York. Well, technically New Jersey.
No, the Dolphins are going to win against the Jets.
East Rutherford,
Okay.
if you want to be specific.
They're going to lose against the Carolina Panthers.
Wow.
They're going to
You believe in Cameron Newton?
No, I don't. I just believe.
Cameron
Jordan
I
did
believe
beat
that.
us
I believe that the
before.
Dolphins will dolphin. They're gonna
That's
win
racist.
against the New York Giants, and they're going to lose against the New York Jets the second time.
That's
What?
racist as hell.
So you have us winning in New York and then coming back and losing in Miami?
Yeah,
He
I have
has
y'all
a 5
losing-
and 9.
I have y'all losing one of the games against the Jets.
That's as smart as somebody who would lie about their vaccination status. Kendall, would you like to say what your prediction is over the next 4 games?
You
Y'all are
see the
Dolphins
name,
fans.
my brother. If anybody is against 7-7, they need to go debate their mama. We will not comply. We're
I'm
losing
about
any
to
more
call my
games.
mom after this.
We about to go 4-0. Lock it in blood. You heard it here.
Okay. Juan, what you got?
I'm calling my mom. Like we gonna have to duke it out because man, y'all ain't gonna tell me on 6 straight wins from 1-12, bro. Like what the hell? Like my dealer needs to talk to your dealer to talk to me about, cause I ain't getting that strong shit. I don't know. Like 6 straight? Nah, they're for sure going 2-2.
Okay, so give me the order. They go into East Meadow, Rutherford's, whatever the crap the Jets playing on Sunday.
I think they
I have the
beat
option.
Jets
It's not a
and lose
do-rag.
against Panthers and Giants.
So beat Jets twice.
You're
so
such a racist.
WLLW.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a racist, bro. He said I had on a do-rag, bro. I don't wear do-rags, bro. I wear hats.
Not even.
Oh, that's
Okay.
I
not
was talking about Juan.
So you know
Why
what?
can't be racist? That boy from Broward.
We're split down the middle. I can take the easy route and just not make a prediction and just make it a 2v2.
No,
And I think I'm gonna do
That's
that.
stupid.
No,
That's
okay.
Mike.
Stupid.
No.
You gotta answer the
You're
question.
you're in the
Okay,
mud with the pigs.
I think
Bro.
the Dolphins are either gonna win the next 4 or split 2-2. How about that?
No, we need
No.
exactitudes like you gave us.
Yes.
If they lose 2 games,
All right,
who they're gonna lose to?
I'm gonna say that the Dolphins go 3-1 and their losses against the Panthers.
Yo,
Oh,
y'all
man,
are
I'm going
dumb.
to that game. You tripping, bro. You putting.
I'm going to that
bad
game
vibes.
too.
Yeah,
it's
you
gonna
putting
be
bad
2015.
Oh, Kai
I
going to the
legally
Panthers
have-
game?
He gonna
I legally have to
Sumac.
be there.
3-1. Kai going to the Panthers game? 3-1.
I'm going to the Jets game too. So that's 4-0.
Nope, Raw, you said 2-2. Can't change it now. Okay.
Don't worry, I don't want to change it.
So how about we
Speaking
do this?
of,
Go ahead.
sorry,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, speaking of changing, just to because we haven't done an update
Damn
in a
right you
while,
sorry.
work has been kind of crazy, so I haven't made a graphic right now for our season predictions. Just to talk about them really quick, Mr. Michael Christian is handedly kicking everyone's ass. He is 70,
sir.
32, and 1 because obviously
can
the
we get
tie.
that audio clip, the yes sir clip. You know what I'm talking about?
No,
Sure.
shut up.
Who
Let's
the
do
fuck
it.
is Michael?
Juan is 64, 38, and 1. Royal is 60, 41, and 1, and I am
Nah,
54.
I'm gonna have to
48,
start
and 1.
screenshotting before the games and after because I be feeling like Michael Christian be doing some like hocus pocus.
That's
Damn.
Focus.
That's
You know what you
definitely
sound like?
me.
Nah, you sound like everybody that plays any shooter video game and then loses, and the moment they lose, oh, he's hacking. He's hacking.
Well,
I will
wouldn't know
say-
That's
because
what you
I
sound
always
like.
win. Because I always
This
win.
week I did add some extra things for everyone. I added the spread, and I added for the people who are the favorites on the spread.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Nice little thoughts. Just so you know, if you pick against New England, they haven't lost to Atlanta since 1999, I think. So,
Yo,
they
wait,
haven't beat Atlanta. Sorry,
I'm
since
really
1999.
ahead of Juan by 6 games. Damn,
Yes.
bro.
That's all collusion.
So
Damn, sucks to be you, homie.
things do be crazy. Just wanted to give an update as we go into week
Exactly.
11.
I know nobody else here plays Warzone, but that is exactly how
I
it goes.
do.
Oh, I didn't know you played.
I
know
play
you
Call of
play-
Duty, dog.
I know you play Call of Duty. I didn't know you played Warzone specifically.
Yeah.
You guys could have been playing and being best friends, but here we are.
Well, I mean, we actually
Halo
went to a game
Infinite just
together.
came
We
out.
got ditched by a third person.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
So
Yo, Juan's got children, dog.
That
Right.
thing
Juan
was-
has
I
a family obligation.
no, I'm a little sour because it's like my guy's like, "Hey, I can't make it anymore," and then he's immediately like, "But I'm going to the next game." Right?
Listen,
He won
you
tickets.
saw Twitter. My dog, Ghost of Adam Gaze, shout out to Ghost of Adam Gaze, literally sent me the shit and said, "Hey, you won." I was like, "Oh shit, what did I win? I never win." I almost damn near went to the casino, but you know what I did instead? I went and bought some more NFT, so it was good.
You almost went to the casino with when you picked up your car.
Mhm.
Oh
This
my
guy's
god!
just wanting to lose money. Kai, what do you think if we put punishments on the. Oh yeah, Juan, you're gonna take that to the grave with your Sam
Time out.
Darnold
No,
talk.
he fixed him for 3 games. That's all I know.
No, he
It's not a
didn't.
fix.
Oh, those are some great
Joe
things
Brady
not a
did not
fix.
do anything,
Okay.
bro.
Look,
He
let's
put
do
a
this.
band-aid to it. What you want me to do? Like, it's a broken vase.
He's terrible. You were wrong. I'm gonna jump on team Kai and Kendall, which is the 7-7 team, just to make it even. Because if we try to do a punishment, I'm the odd one out. Kind of sucks. Although if they do go 6-8, okay. So if the Dolphins go 4-0 over the next 4 games and end up 7-7, what would we like Juan and Royal to do?
Ooh, this is interesting.
I am not into embarrassing
Juan and Royal, you guys can make the same decision for the 3 of us.
I would just talk shit to them, but I am not into embarrassing my brothers. I would leave that to you, Michael Christian.
I just had
You
to
say that after you were probably part of the team that was
Kevin.
like, you better buy that Tyler Hero jersey. So
I'm about to send him a link.
Oh hell, man, screw Tyler Hero.
you don't want him wearing a white man's jersey? Okay.
No.
Kai, what punishment?
Especially mashed up. I'm gonna think my brother's getting that.
Kai, what punishment would you like to put on Juan and Royal?
I mean, I'm already gonna get one punishment when I get some money when the Heat go 19-15 by Christmas. So that's
Let's just
already
make it
enough.
something we have
Make
to
me
say
do
on
a
the show.
Waddle highlight tape for the year.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, I want Juan to tweet a video of him, 2-minute video, because 2 minutes and 20 seconds, because that's what they allow on Twitter, of him confessing his love for the pick of Jalen Waddle. That's what I
watch
would want.
Jalen Waddle have a great next 4 games, and so it just makes sense, anyways. And
That
I
would be
want
just poetic.
Royal to come on that show, the Monday pregame show against the Saints.
Oh my god, like a fat head of
Like-
Tyler Hero behind him.
No. I want Royal to come on this pregame show, and I want him to say the words specifically. I don't like Brian Flores. Michael was right. Fire him. I want those exact words. You on this show. You don't even have to clip it and put it anywhere else. I just want those exact words on this show. If the Dolphins go 7-7,
I would never say that.
you need to say it. A bet's a bet, homie.
I'm not gonna lie, Royal. If he goes 4-0, he has to say that.
Yeah.
That doesn't
What
make
kind
any
of sense does
sense.
that make?
It doesn't make any
Because
sense.
a better
Michael.
coach wouldn't
He
have
won
lost
6
the first
games in
7
a
games.
row.
Yeah.
Nobody stop it.
Do it. I want you to do it, bro.
We'll discuss this off air. I don't want to say that.
Hey, Kai, any closing thoughts?
I'll say Michael Christian was right. I'd have no problem with the rest of it except for firing Brian Flores. I don't want to say that.
Where Colin was wrong. Touchdown, Miami!
I'm just kidding. I have final words. So my final words are that